How do I look at my day, and what do I want to experience in every day? I want to have a constant, stable stage. I want to experience peace, love, and happiness. And to be able to do that, you have to have the power to maintain pure thoughts, good wishes for yourself and for others. And is always of great help if you have some teachings, if you have a good company, if you have your own understanding of your life and what is happening around you. So here we have the teachings of the Supreme Soul, we have the company of the Supreme Parent, and we have the understanding that we are souls and everyone belongs to the family of souls. So let us listen to these words of wisdom as always in soul consciousness.
Today, the Father, the Master of the garden, is seeing the variety of flowers in the living garden. Only once throughout the whole cycle does the Father find such a spiritual garden. Do you have the intoxication that you are a spiritual flower in God's living garden? Just as the Father sees the color, beauty, and fragrance of each of you flowers, does each of you also know your own color, beauty, and fragrance? The basis of your color is the subject of your knowledge. The more you are an embodiment of knowledge, the more your color will be. Similarly, the basis of beauty and fragrance is being an embodiment of remembrance and divine virtues. If there is just color but no beauty, then there would be no attraction. If there is color and beauty but no fragrance, then it would also not attract. It is said, this is artificial or this is real. Flowers with just color and beauty are used more for decoration, whereas people would keep fragrant flowers close to themselves. Fragrant flowers are constantly and automatically embodiments of service. So ask yourself, which flower am I?
So the spiritual knowledge would say that each soul can be compared to a flower. And a flower is a symbol of beauty as well as a symbol of an innocent, harmless element of nature. Most of the times, the flowers would just offer themselves. And the flowers are created even in a tree, and they can also give rise to fruit. The flower is useful through its color, beauty, but also through its potential of giving fruit. In the same way, the soul is very beautiful. If you are not aware yet of your beauty, then you can start now to consider that you, the soul, are wonderful, are very beautiful, are lovely. And how you can experience your own beauty. It exists there, but you have to experience it. If you do not experience it, how can others see it? And one way to start experiencing the wonder of the soul is to start studying the spiritual knowledge. So when we compare the flower, the color, with knowledge, which knowledge? The knowledge of I am a soul, and you are an eternal soul, a divine soul, a soul plain full of peace, love, and happiness. Such a soul will be able to color all its interactions, to color all its thoughts and attitudes and actions with the spiritual knowledge. When you are acting from the consciousness of being a body, you are colored by others. What others think, do, and give you, you accept it. And so many times you are just picking up rubbish. Others are throwing their weaknesses and bad wishes and negative thoughts, and you pick them up because you allow yourself to be colored by them when you think that you are a body. When you understand that you are a soul, then by understanding and experiencing the original qualities of the soul, you are coloring everything around you, just like a flower. When you look at a beautiful red flower, you feel, oh, everything is red here, or that color stays with you in your mind. In the same way, your knowledge, and more than knowledge, the experience of that knowledge, will make you color everything. Your words will color the atmosphere, and the actions will color the relationships with other people. And then there is a beauty of you, the soul, to be able to experience your beauty like the beauty of a flower. You have to know your specialities. Each soul has specialities in the same way each flower has its own beauty. And all flowers are so unique. There are no two flowers that are the same. Each one's shape and form and pattern and size is so unique. And you cannot compare them. You cannot say a lily is better than a pansy and a rose it's higher than a jasmine. No, each flower has its own beauty, and so do you. You have to experience and to use your specialities. When someone is a time of need and you use your specialty, then you experience your wonders. You feel good about yourself, you experience your truthful nature, and then you say, oh, life is beautiful. Of course, life is beautiful because you are beautiful. And also the fragrance that you, the soul, have, that is given by your intention. What is your intention? Do you want to get from the world? Do you still feel you need something? Are you doing what you are doing to get some reward, money, or subtle reward, some recognition? When your intention is very pure and whatever you're doing, it comes from that space of truth, then you can say that you start to have a very beautiful fragrance, which means others will be attracted towards you. They will experience the purity of your intention. Let us hear a few more words.
This is why special attention is paid to you. The more powerful the instrument souls are, the more powerful will be the atmosphere created. Otherwise, the atmosphere will become weak and there will be many problems. When the atmosphere is powerful, you yourselves will become destroyers of obstacles, and you will also become instruments for others to become destroyers of obstacles. Just as the sun is very bright and thereby dispels all darkness and gives light to others and also burns rubbish, in the same way, souls who are instruments need to pay attention to remaining stable as embodiments of power and destroyers of obstacles. Not just for themselves, however, you also need to have accumulated enough stock to enable others to become destroyers of obstacles. So, the majority of this group are master sons of knowledge. Now, constantly remain aware of being a master son of knowledge. You are an embodiment of light and are able to dispel the darkness of others too.
The responsibility that you have when you understand that you are a soul is a natural responsibility. It's a responsibility of a brother towards his brothers, or even the responsibility of a mother for the children. You experience being aware and awake to the fact that everyone is in sorrow, and you have God's key to the gates of the world of happiness. You understood and you experienced it through soul consciousness. There is no trace of suffering. There is no trace of negativity. So, soul consciousness gives you the power to share the knowledge and your experience with many others. It makes you feel an authority. It gives you the method, as well as it gives you the motivation. The pure intention is there, and you also have the highest companion, the highest teacher. So everything are working together for you to take that step of courage, the step of courage of looking after yourself and looking after others. And that is right now the call of time. It is a call of time now to start really, really care for yourself and for others around you. And at this time of Christmas, people believe that to care means to go to the shop and buy gifts and cook and give parties. Is that so? Ask yourself, am I really doing that for the benefit of the soul? Or who is taking any benefit from that? In the consciousness of being a body, everything has been created by the humankind was lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego. These are five big enemies of the humankind, and they were able to flourish in the condition that you are a body, you are temporary, you will die. And they are sustained by all the rituals and the traditions that exist now. They will not go away just through positive thinking or through mindfulness or through compassionate feelings. You will take the spiritual knowledge, put it into practice, and share it with others through a powerful, pure atmosphere when you experience being a soul. In soul consciousness, you really care for yourself and you transform the atmosphere. So, what was mentioned was that with the power of your thought, with the power of your attitude, of your vision, you create an atmosphere around you. At the end of the year, create an atmosphere of peace around you. Create an atmosphere of joy and happiness and loveliness around you. And then your light, the light of the soul, will be perceived by others, whether they are living on your street or in a completely different country. The soul will get that touch of the light. They will feel supported. They will feel something is awakening them. They will feel something is coming for a reason so that they can make a change in their consciousness. The only change that matters is in the consciousness. You have to change the way you are seeing yourself. You are not a body, you are a soul. And when that experience becomes firm, you will not gonna have obstacles. A soul doesn't have obstacles. You will feel like flying. You will feel like a bird that is able to soar at the heights and enjoy everything. And when a bird flies, many other birds will fly. You will inspire many others to come into the flying stage. Don't stay on the ground. Come and fly with the angelic family. Would you like to share?
Thank you so much. I am really happy that our Supreme Soul, Supreme Father reminded us of who we are and compared us to spiritual flower. Who does not like flowers? Everyone likes flowers, and on many occasions people offer fragrant flowers to deities. Flowers imbibe so much beauty and share so much beauty, irrespective of what is going on around them. Now, after this harsh winter, in January, snowdrops start coming out, despite the harsh winter. And then we get beautiful cherry blossoms, which reminds us that whatever the situation, however harsh the winter, however harsh the conditions, I will emerge and I will spread beauty and the fragrance, reminding us of who we are and what we have to be. In addition, if we are fragrant, filled with virtues, that will add even more power and beauty for all those around us who are seeing us. However unhappy they are, however unpleasant situations they might be going through, when they see us, spiritual flowers, they will also become beautiful and happy. So let me continue to practice and remind myself that I am a spiritual flower. I am a very special soul filled with all these virtues, and I have to reflect that with my thoughts, behavior, actions, and words. Thank you.
Today, let's have the practice of experimenting with flower. What type of flower am I? Experiment with your beauty, with your colors, with your specialities, with your fragrance, and also see others as flowers. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. Bye bye.